All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting, no book of. I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. Had no fair. Your boy Ace is here. Man.
Last but not least, we got Jew.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and you know what I'm saying we gotta talk about some shit because Jim Jones out here, smoking that shit, smoking.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, it's looking like I'm not gonna hold you. Yo, listen, man, before we get into this video, hit the like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Again, if y'all got any videos y'all want us to react to, hit us across social media, DailyRapUpCrew, across all accounts, or y'all can email us at dailyrapupcrew@gmail.com. Let's get into this video reaction. Let me see if Jim is making sense. So, you know.
And this is that barbershop talk. This is the shit you say when you meet your mans and y'all like, yo, I know you heard this. I know you seen this video. I know you got some shit to say. Like, and we from New York, so we definitely got the credentials to, we qualified to respond.
This is New York matter.
Saw a clip on the Instagram where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
that's my young boy.
big
right there.
hits.
He's wild.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying, Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
but let me
that young kid out.
He
was young and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
Yes.
So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03. A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them, but they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself. Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the Billboard entries, pull up Nas' Billboard entries, then pull up my Billboard entries.
He said pull up Nas. He said pull up Nas.
I have the facts right here.
Okay.
We can discuss the facts real quick.
All right, spit out the facts.
First of all, in general, what are y'all thoughts on this whole conversation with Jim? Like, is he justified in believing how he feels? Like,
if he's calling out other people, because I do believe he's not only saying Nas, he's saying, because I don't know if y'all know, like, you know what I'm saying, this might be to like a little shot at Styles. Styles just came out with this. So if that's that, then I understand. But once he says, look at the number, pull up Nas numbers, I think that's what he fucked up. You know, you know how you talking shit and then you don't realize you walking in the wrong direction.
Gone too far.
You know what I'm saying? Like you about to go play Jordan and you realize you got a bucket on him. You thought you won the game. You look no, hold up. Come on.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Ace?
I think he had a little bit too much to smoke that morning. I don't know, man. Nas just speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? When you get into Jim Jones, I can't say Jim Jones speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like we know who Jimmy is, but a lot of people know Jimmy more for outside the music thing than actual music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nas, when you think about Nas, you just think about Illmatic. Like that's the first thing that popped in your head. Like, yo, great rapper. I mean, he had that battle with Jay-Z and came out victorious in a lot of people's eyes. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Jim Jones, I'm thinking about oh, it's snowing today. You know what I mean?
Tap on a foot, like, yeah.
That's violation. That's violation.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, what's the first thing you think about when you think about Jim Jones? All right, bowling first.
Bowling for sure.
And then after that, what?
Nah, that's all I'm saying, bro. I mean, I mess with a whole. It's like Summer in Miami, but it's his older tracks that really rock. You know, for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a Dipset fan, so
okay.
When you a Dipset fan, you
all right,
listen.
So you might be a little biased, Eli. After bowling,
when you said that foot tapping shit, I was like, yeah, damn, I do remember that shit. He was outside being a weatherman for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, Jim. I don't know if he got an album coming out or something, because I feel like this got to be some promotion, right? There's no way he really believe this shit. But yeah, Jim, he's came out with albums recently, and none of them have stick. And maybe he's referring to, maybe in Harlem, people feel that way about Jim and Nas, but I don't think the global collection of hip hop heads
for sure
really will sit down and be like, damn, you know what? He right. Like, there's no way he could think that. And again, because he brung it up, he said the numbers. And so obviously everybody's gonna go to the numbers. You know what I mean? They said numbers don't lie, even though nowadays they do be lying because motherfuckers be streaming fake
what's
shit.
Crazy is when the original clip with the little kid saying he said Jim Jones was more relevant than us. I think that's a better argument than I'm a better rapper.
Great.
I got better numbers than Nas.
But that I don't even think that's even all the way 100%, because Nas just dropped King's Disease. He was he just won a Grammy not too long ago.
True.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's relevant. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I'm saying in terms of like fashion and stuff like that, I would say Jim Jones is more known for that than Nas.
Nas has 2 albums in 2023 and 1 album in 2022. So that's 3 albums. That's damn near relevant.
And that's off the Billboards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he still go to the Billboard. I'm on the Billboard's official website. You know
okay.
What I mean? So we on the Billboard Hot 100. And right now I am under Nas. So under the Hot 100, he got no number 1 hits. He got 2 top 10 hits, and he got 27 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. You go to Jimmy, Billboard Hot 100, 0 number 1 hits, only 1 top 10 hit, and only 2 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, right? So now if we go to the Billboard 200, which is the albums, Jim Jones has 0 number 1 albums. He has 3 top 10 albums, and he has just 9 albums that has been on the Billboard 200. Now if we go to Nas, and Nas has 6 number 1 albums, 16 top 10 albums, and 24 albums on the top 200. So even by Jim Jones' own standards, he lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like, why would you bring people to go look up the numbers and you didn't even look up the numbers? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way because you actively have to go into that argument saying that I got the numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you saying it with your chest. Like, yo, go look up the numbers. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
even the monthly Spotify users, Nas has 9.2 million monthly. Yeah. And Jim Jones has 8,000.
Yeah, I was about to say
800,000.
Yeah.
Oh, 800. Oh, I think
8,000 is kind of crazy. Like, nigga, we could get 8,000 right now.
I was say 8,000. God,
that was just going to about right. I was going to say I can't imagine me having more than 1 million monthly listeners.
But the problem with this too, this is what I find Jimmy a little hypocritical, because anytime they bring up his name with Hov, he always, you can't put me with Hov. He one of the gods. He's one of the goats. Don't put me with Hov. He was just on the Breakfast Club, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Ever since he said back in the days he's going to slap Nas Koofy, he's still throwing jabs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Because Nas but Nas is a GOAT too. You get what I'm saying? You can't mention Hov without mentioning Nas. Nas and Hov. They're the Biggie of Tupac of this era, without the beef being that extreme, of course. But you know what I'm saying, how you got the disrespect? You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, you should feel comfortable to feel like you're the best, but you got to have that same energy.
He don't even got the best numbers in his own group, Dipset. Like, so it's like, how could you don't even got the best number in your own group, but you going after Nas? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that is kind of tough. And like I said, I don't know if he was just, if he's trying, I don't know. That's when he got to be coming out with an album, because this reminds me of The Game, the rapper. He usually says some outrageous controversy stuff that he probably don't even fully believe, but it draws up headlines. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's getting people actively like, let me check out this album or whatever they can. You know what I mean? So maybe he got an album coming out. Maybe he just genuinely feels like that.
But why start this? Why start this process now? Like he always had albums coming out. He never. I mean, I guess if he do got an album come out, and then
It brings more relevance.
and then the clip coming out with the kid saying what he said,
yeah,
that maybe put the battery in his back. I don't think a kid that's 22 is qualified to be talking about the difference between Nas and Jim Jones. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that reminds me of LaMelo Ball a couple of years ago. Didn't he say something about Nas or Nas being whack or something like that? He said something like a couple of years ago about Nas being like, who listens to Nas?
I mean, I could picture a lot of people saying that.
Why people coming at Nas, bro?
It's because his generation. At least when you hear Hove, you know about what he's doing now. Nas is more low key, where you don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah,
so.
True. Yeah.
And his style of rapping don't really generate with the younger generation because he still has that old school, like, you know what I'm saying, that boom bap type of rap that we appreciate. But the generation, they ain't trying to, like, you know what I mean? They trying to do body yaddy and all this other stuff. Like, yeah.
But then again, like I said, the kid wasn't speaking on who's the better rapper. He was speaking on more relevance in his opinion. So I can't be mad at what the kid said, but Jimmy should know better. I ain't gonna lie.
And Nas is 51 years old and Jimmy is 48. So when he was saying, yo, I was listening to Nas when I was in 11th grade. Y'all niggas was the same age, my boy.
Yeah, you ain't that far off. You making it seem like this is a super age gap there. Like, you talk about like LL Cool J or something. Like, you know what I mean?
No smoke. I ain't trying to be going against the Vamps or whoever it is, nigga. I'm just, saying my little ones and twos.
Vamps.
Ain't that Vamp Life is his shit?
Yeah, the Vamp Life.
Oh, have to put some respect on. Yo, Jimmy, pull up on that nigga, matter of fact.
I don't want no smoke either.
Yeah, you better chill. Like, a Jew do get a pass. He is a Harlem nigga. Like, you know
I'm not. I am a Brooklyn person.
He is a Harlem nigga.
Uptown, you heard? And I was wearing ACG boots every day, even in the summer.
So y'all want to hop into the Shannon Sharpe?
Yo, man,
clip?
play that.
Yeah.
Ask you a question, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when you talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
Well, you said that
but
bullshit.
listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. There a lot of mofos came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you. I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit, and we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys, you heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm a changed man. Step of the law, Key, you did?
Nah, look, I'm put it to you like this, here, Jim. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
y'all
but look how
ain't
you
with
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in. The
But
things that we listen to.
I can be in the church house. You can't F with Nas lyrically. I don't know who told you that. Now look, I know you on that good stuff, but you're not seeing Nas.
Bro,
you're not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than Nas.
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the Diplomats but you.
I got hold on, Jim. Hold on.
That shirt too tight.
Hold on.
Jimmy. You want to go back
hold
to
on.
I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to the history, bro.
For you to
Don't
even
do
say
that,
that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That shirt
Hold on.
I
got a question.
Let Nas stick up for itself and meet me in a booth for something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that
because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard he's a very smart business.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Shannon was on time, and I ain't gonna hold you
from the first question. Jimmy, you smoke?
Yeah, I would have thought he smoked after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he took it as a light question at first. Then he realized niggas shitting on him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, hold up, no, what that really? You know?
Yeah, that's that Eli tactic. You know what I mean? Yeah, ask you a little question real quick, and he be doing this with his face.
You gotta lead them into the question. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, but first I want to get into. He talking about there's a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in an uproar. How old are you, Jimmy?
He 48.
48, bro. It's everybody in your generation telling you wildest, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, you let a nigga outside of your generation put the battery in your back. This ain't it, bro.
Well, they do call Jimmy the youngest, the oldest YN, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, so he
old
YN that heart.
Like, yeah.
He YN that heart.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Got YN DNA.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy, yeah. But my thing is, would Jimmy have the same energy if somebody brought up 50? Would he also be like, yeah, I'm more influential than 50? Like, you know what I'm saying? Would he have that same smoke for 50, you think?
He was on the Breakfast Club and he said that he could beat 50 in the verses, right? He said
Nah, he said don't bring that N-word
no,
up.
who he said he could be in the verses?
Somebody, but they was.
Oh yeah, but then it was like, oh yeah.
Styles P or something.
Oh no, but he did say anybody in New York he would be in the verses though.
I think he did say that.
Yeah,
he did say that.
Except for, I guess in this hat, except for Hov.
That's like
except for Hov.
And like,
another level, yeah.
Yeah, and he is, I think Jim is under Rock Nation too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he is also indebted. Yeah, he's also
I think
indebted
he's
to
affiliated some way.
Hov, like, so you can't really speak too, bad about Hov because he probably would shell for you, like, you know what I mean? But
okay,
yeah. So yeah, like I said, I think Jim maybe is a personal vendetta he still got after all these years with Nas. You know what I mean? But listen, we gotta give Nas enough credit. Nas has been putting out the work, man. The guy dropped
even still to this day.
Yeah,
currently. Like you
since,
said, King Disease too. That joint is fire. I like that track with him and Big Sean, and the track with him and Schmirk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he won a Grammy. Like, you know what I mean? Off after all these years, Nas finally won a Grammy, and he got a Grammy for one of them albums, and
that was his first Grammy.
Yeah, his first Grammy. Yeah. So, like I said,
I get a Grammy for Illmatic. That's crazy.
Nah, he ain't get it. Yeah, I don't know who. I gotta look at who the fuck won it that year. Because if he ain't get it, who else won that shit? Like, you know what I mean?
He was like 16, 17 years old, so they probably felt like he was gonna get one later.
Yeah.
I mean, he got one now. I'm saying, but
yeah. More of the story, man. What's the moral of the story before we get up out of here?
The moral story is, man, you gotta give credit where it's due. Jim Jones, I ain't saying you can't rap or you're not a good rapper or whatever, but Nas just in another class, bro, man. He's a legend, man. You gotta put some respect on his name, man.
Yeah.
And I would say just pick your fights wisely. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want people out here coming to throwing the stats and the data out, and it ain't favoring you. You know what I'm saying? And I would say, I mess with the whole Dipset, Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? I still listen to Jim Jones today. So, but you know what I'm saying? When you say this, and Jim Jones may be more relevant to me than Nas is, right? I will listen to a Jim Jones more today than I will listen to a Nas. That's just me personally, right?
And he kind of retracted in that second clip too. He was like, "Well, I don't want to get into the numbers and all that
because somebody must have told.
Somebody must have told. Like,
so
probably shouldn't.
Yeah, he right should have said. Listen, I don't even think. I remember you said it on the Breakfast Club about he could win a versus against anybody in New York.
He about to violate.
Listen, I don't even think Jimmy could win a versus against Fat Joe, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He definitely can't win.
I don't even think he could win it against Fat Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to shit on Fat Joe.
Fat Joe's not no slouch. Like,
but Fat Joe got some joints.
But so does Jimmy. If you talking about some New York, Jimmy also got some stuff that could compete.
But Joe is more commercial, bro. So he got more hits.
See, I think we look.
Are we talking about Jim or are we talking about Dipset?
Well, you can still use it in his catalog, right? But he can also just use stuff that's in his catalog. He got stuff with Max B. He got stuff from Bird Gang. He got a whole bunch of tracks. You know what I'm saying? Pop Champagne.
But
these are things that were just bubbling all the time. And he had a lot
Joe
of
got some.
But
he got some joints.
You saying in New York? That's what you keep saying. A verse is not just in New York, bro. It's everywhere. Bro.
I'm saying if it's handled there, we watch Jada work his way outside of hits.
Right.
Because it depends on what the other person selects.
True.
And we would say that Fat Joe lost to, Ja Rule. All because of how you present and what's on your catalog. So, I mean, it's really how you know what I mean, how you go about it.
So Jim Jones, we got his stats. Billboard Top 100, 0 number one hits.
That don't matter in verses.
It do.
It don't.
It definitely matters. Like
Billboard and the Lots won.
Yeah, but they won, but
Kiss and the Lots won.
But that's because Kiss is very strategic and
okay.
But that's the only person we seen that was the underdog that won. We ain't seen nobody that was supposed to lose that won in verses.
Yeah. Well, those are the
and that one was
iconic.
And that one is, like I said, it's a strategy
thing.
Okay, like, so if who he went, if the Dipset would have went in a more strategic way, it might have been more even. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Who goes to say that Fat Joe would be strategic.
I think after that battle, a lot of niggas gonna go that motherfucker being strategic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they go, like I said, like the numbers is there on the numbers is on Fat Joe's side.
Numbers
you know
numbers don't apply to Verzuz. It's energy, it's presence, it's relevance, it's all that.
Yo, that matters.
Only when it's Jadakiss, man.
Yo, let me know if I'm tripping.
Yeah, outside Jadakiss, the numbers matter, bro.
And you know what? You know why the numbers matter? Because, like again, Verzuz is overall like, the audience is overall like it's not just even though they do it in New York, but if you're doing a Verzuz, right, and it's a global Verzuz, like niggas in New York or in Harlem might know Jim Jones shit, but if you go to like down south or West Coast, are they really gonna know Jim Jones shit? Okay. But Fat Joe shit is on the Billboard, so that means his shit was getting radio play nationwide, so they would know those songs better than just a New York crowd.
Off like, the example of what Kiss did, a lot of people didn't. I know all the songs that Kiss played, but the world didn't know the songs that Kiss was playing. So, and he still.
That's what I'm saying. Is the Verzuz based off of just a New York audience, or are we talking about a global audience?
When he went against Fab, it wasn't just a New York audience. Even the shit with Dip said it wasn't a New York audience. They just did it in New York.
But I don't think Kiss won because it was in New York or whatever. It was just a New York audience. I think he played into Jadakiss tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like Kiss was throughout the battle saying, "Nah, don't play that commercial shit. Let's keep it street." Yeah. And Fab was like, let's keep it street."
But that's what I feel like.
But no, only Kiss is gonna do that, bro.
Jimmy has the characteristics to play into people, or he's still active. We're talking about this right now because Jim Jones he knows how to stay relevant. Just like Ray J knows how to stay relevant. Whether he ain't got no music out, why we seeing Ray J on our timeline? No disrespect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Jim Jones.
Listen,
he just got in the beef with Cam.
Yeah.
That was over. Okay, now I'm gonna call out Nas. Now we talking about it. That got it. That's some type of power that you have.
That don't translate to the music. We ain't like, oh yeah, but you heard what he just put out, you know what I mean? Or you heard his new single, and it's not that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think he being Fat Joe. I don't think he being Ja Rule. I don't think he being. There's a lot of niggas in New York I don't think he can fuck with. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Listen, man, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Is Jim Jones, is he tripping? Maybe y'all from New York and y'all understand what he's talking about. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Maybe we don't know what
I don't know. Talking about. I'm about to list some of his hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to be a short list. And
yes. And that's a wrap.
I'm just looking at it now. Ballin' and Pop Champagne is his two most successful songs on Billboard, at least. Fat Joe got All the Way Up. That's more recent than any of Jim Jones shit. And they got Make It Rain. He got fucking Lean Bag, New York. I'm from New York. Like, bro, the dude he got joints with Jennifer Lopez. The dude got a little catalog, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not disrespecting Fat Joe either. I'm just saying he not gonna step on him. That's it.
We're not talking about stepping. We just talking.
And he got the versatility.
Eli, he talks with disrespect.
Well, no, I'm just saying, but the versatility, like the thing with Jada was he was also he said, I got shit for the ladies. I got shit for. He has shit for the ladies. He got shit for regular shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
But that's the thing too with Kiss. Like, he's deceptively got some hits too. I ain't gonna lie to you. So even though he can still bait you in the street shit, he still got hits he gonna throw at you too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Join the YouTube membership, join the Patreon, man. We're gonna be doing a lot of live streams over there, trying to engage with you guys more. Y'all can pop up on stream, y'all can call us up, whatever the case is.
Yes,
and that's a wrap, man.
You're ready.
Rick Rapidy
Jones.